Little bit of steep turning practice. Keep it coordinated with the rudder. And let's start looking for that field. Pattern altitude is 1100, so gradually I will drop to that. And I believe that this might be the field, so I'll try to aim for that, and we'll see if I'm correct or not. Yeah, it seems like it. So I'll make it so that I fly perpendicular to the runway, roughly at the midfield of that runway. Seacoast traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, overflying the field at a pattern altitude from from northeast to southwest. We'll be joining left downwind of runway 30, Seacoast. Okay, I'm gonna slow up a little bit. Yeah, that's our runway. Let's see if if I can see anybody in the traffic pattern. I don't see anyone. Let's slow up and drop first notch of flaps. Seacoast traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning left downwind runway 30 at midfield, Seacoast. There we go. Let's drop gear. There's the runway. And I can start descending already. Seacoast traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning left base runway 30, Seacoast. Drop the second notch of flaps. Seacoast traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning final, runway 30, full stop, Seacoast. Okay, I'm a little bit slow. So let's pitch down and increase power. Landing gear is down. We're quite heavy, so I'm choosing a higher approach speed. Touching just the power at this point, fiddling with it, and elevators just to keep the speed. Little bumpy. There we go.
Whoa, that was rough. I'm glad we are down.
Rough. It wasn't rough. What are you talking about? Seacoast traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, backtracking runway 30, Seacoast. Okay, flaps can go up. Mixture for taxi. Let's find ourselves a parking. Okay, there's a parking, yeah, okay, so... Oh, I could have vacated here. Oh, never mind. Just vacate here. Seacoast traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo runway is vacated. Seacoast. So I'll just park somewhere. There is as good a place as any. Parking brake, landing lights off, strobe lights off. Let's load up, if I can, the second contract. Let's see if I can do more of them. So we are there. Let's see if I can begin that. And load bridge section bolts. Alright. Seems like I can do it. That's good. Alright. Okay, let us plan the second leg. It's gonna be a little bit longer one. There. I'm gonna use the, again, runway 30 for takeoff. I can do straight in, a straight departure or straight out departure. And that should put me, let's see where we start that from. Believe maybe that city might be a good one. Or, actually, let's do this one and let's practice some flying based on the NDP. That should be good practice. We'll see how that goes. I'll use this lake as a user fix. It's a good one. We have a class Charlie in place. Let's verify that we still don't have any controller online. We don't. So we can easily cross that without speaking to anyone. We might announce ourselves on the frequency, but seeing that there is basically no one around, it might be unnecessary. But let's use Manchester as a reporting point. That's a good, like a large enough airport, so we can use that. And then what next? We need to get here to Orange Municipal. Using a VFR, looking for some landmarks, and I'm not seeing many. Maybe this like might be more distinctive than the others, but it's not that sure. So I might just break my rules and maybe plan for the VOR instead. Or I'll just keep it as a backup probably. Yeah, I'll just keep it as backup. From this airport, what could we use? There is a road here to Nashua, but that will take me a long way around, which might not be a bad thing. Or we can simply do that reckoning and just select the heading and maintain the heading that will keep us on course. Okay, we'll do that, and additionally I will try to set up some of the user fixes there. Maybe we will be able to spot that, maybe not. We have the Gardner VOR as a backup very close to Orange Municipal if we get lost. And I will try to use that like after all. And together with that reckoning, I should be able to identify it positively or negatively. Okay. So to complete this, I will fly this like at, it's 44 miles, it's not that long. Let's do a nice 3,000 feet. The speed will be around 165. And I will generate the navlog. I will time my legs from this point, because up till that point I will use that NDB to get me here. And from there I will time my legs. So that is the second user fix, this one. And I'll just do this and put it into Microsoft Paint, because I want to just type what those waypoints represent for me. So the second will be, there is a lake. This is a Manchester Airport. Manchester Airport. Then there is Milford. Then we have another lake. Nope, I must have skipped something. Okay, this is actually the first. Okay, so I'll just select it and move it up, because the first fix was this NDB. And the last one is lake, and I will just type 10 DME, because as you can see the user fix is at 10 DME from Gardner. So I will try to cross-reference it. And 10 DME and 654 35 degrees 035. So I make that note as well. I will make it like radial 065 10 DME. KDM 06035 radial. That's the correct typing. And that's the last user fix. And then we have Orange Municipal. Let's check the weather. Winds are from 330. and that means that the winds are actually from 3, 4, 5 magnetic. That means that runway 32 is ideal for us. Our runway 32 is asphalt, very long, left traffic, 322 magnetic. Great, I will use that. All right. Coming in here, I will tune that NDB. It's 26. Oh, not this one. It's 260. That's in here. 260 and frequency. Oh no, not this one. There, 360, 260. Not picking it up yet, and I hope I will pick it up when airborne. It's not that far, so I have a feeling that I should be picking it up already. I'll quickly check on the yeah, the NDB should be there. All right. Let's get moving then. Started both of them. These are to Skylark, these are to Orange Municipal, and we have another pickup at Orange Municipal, which goes to Skylark. That's why I chose this. Okay, we have slightly longer runway this time, so it should work out just fine. I will set up this because maybe I'll use the autopilot to help me ease the burden with tracking that NDB course. Seacoast traffic, Seacoast traffic, correction, Seacoast traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, taxiing to runway 30, Seacoast. Okay, runway 30 is here. We'll actually backtrack it a little bit. Seacoast traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, entering runway 30, backtracking it. Seacoast. Okay, we have some trees right at the end, so I'm gonna do a short field takeoff instead. They're quite heavy. Let's be safe about it. So flaps 15. Trim to take off. Landing lights on, strobe lights on. We can go. Seacoast traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, taking off runway 30, straight out departure, Seacoast. And correction against the wind with the ailerons. Nuts. Gear up. Oh. It's windy again. Flaps up. Let's accelerate to 109 knots for my VY. We'll still in the pattern. And I picked up that NDB, that's good. Seacoast traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, departed the pattern, turning on course. Seacoast. Alright. So first I'll just fly a little bit towards that NDB. Not all the way, I don't need to fly all the way to it. But I can, and climb to 3,000 feet. Set up for the cruise climb. And I'm flying directly to that NDB. Let me check. Out of that NDB, I should be keeping magnetic heading of 257 and the course. The track is 239. So that means that the track should be, variation is 16. That's strange. But in any case, it should be 255. So let's configure 255 in here. There. Coming up on 3,000 feet, level off. We'll set 257 in here. Okay, so I'm over the NDB. I'm gonna start my timer. And I overflew the NDB, so I'm gonna be returning on that radial. It's not technically radial, but course out of the NDB. I will engage the autopilot and the heading mode, so I can concentrate on following that NDB. We'll set this instead as my course that I should be keeping. And it seems that I am at the same angle as the NDB. So let me turn into it. The course should be of course 255. And let's see how we are doing. Oh, I picked up some VFR. I will tune the Gardner VFR as I was speaking about, and that's 110.6, and we'll use that later. In the meantime, I should be flying this like for almost 6 minutes until I am at the lake. sorry, 6 minutes until I am, yes, at the lake. I said it correctly, but a different one, not this one. Okay, let's see. I am flying heading 257, so I need to check 257 here, like so, and the needle should point, well, the tail of it should point to 255. That we are, it's not deflected too much, so I'll go with it and I'll see if the needle keeps pointing the same way. If it does, we are flying correctly. And the saying is push the tail, pull the head. So if I wanted that tail to go to 255, I would need to push it. So fly a little bit left, which seems to be the correct thing to do, because I should be coming here next to the lake, not over it. But again, it should take me 6 minutes, so I have a feeling I still might not be there, because it's been not 6 minutes and I was flying slowly initially. So let's try to determine if we are at the correct location. Slightly above, there should be a road. Yeah, it's so flat land here. It's difficult to say. But I actually think that it's this is the lake, because there is only one such big lake here in the area. Yeah, it should be it. So the next heading, sorry, just wanted to put it here. Next heading I should fly is 255, and again 6 minutes. So I'll change the heading slightly to 255. I will reset the timer. And let's, okay, not this. And let's fly these 6 minutes in here. We flew this for 6, so I'll just make a note. Next fix is the Manchester Airport. When we are roughly 2 minutes in, we should be at the edge of the class Charlie. That's basically where this road is. This is the edge of class Charlie. I'm just gonna announce the position that we'll be overflying the field. Manchester traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Twin Cessna, currently 10 miles to the east at 3,000 feet. We'll be overflying the field at this altitude on heading 255. We'll be there in 4 minutes. Manchester. So I'll try to provide as much information as I could. And I'll just switch to different tanks and to consume a little bit of fuel from there. Landing lights can go off, of course. I've been flying with them. Manchester should be to our left if the heading keep and dead reckoning and everything like that worked fine. I believe this will be the airport area. I cannot be sure as of now. Looks like it though. It's the Manchester city. Actually, Airfield might be there probably. Yeah, this is the airfield. I can vaguely see the runway here. Yeah, okay. So let's prepare. When I reach that, I should keep flying 256 for 4.5 minutes. Manchester Field, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Twin Cessna, 2 miles east at 3,000 feet, flying west, Manchester. So when I'm abeam of that airport, or on extended center line for this longer runway, I will reset my timer. I will continue flying. Yeah, it should have taken us almost 6 minutes, so let's see. I will mark it as 5:40, resetting the timer, and just changing the heading slightly, just by 1 degree. So 5:40, it should take us 5.7 minutes. I believe that's on the spot actually, because that would be 5.67 or even 5.7. So spot on. The next one, we're flying to Milford. The spot is here when crossing the field. sorry, crossing the road. Should be bigger road. So I'll be watching for that. And time is 4.6. Since the orange Municipal is not long ahead, I will recheck the weather. Winds are still the same direction as I checked last time. The meter is almost 1 hour long, 1 hour old. The altimeter is 3029er, so I can set it up already. 3029er is there, I think, yeah. As you can see, I'm already picking up the Gardner VFR, so I will pre-select that radial that I will be expecting, and that was 035. And I should be crossing that radial when 10 miles when 10 miles on the DME. Okay, looking outside, looking for the road. There should be one city here. I still have 1 minute to fly, but that will put me somewhere there. But it looks like this should be the road that I was looking for. Yeah, there's the airport. Yeah, basically exactly where I should be. So let's reset the timer. So it took us 4.3. Reset the timer. Next heading is 257, so just increase it. And we flew it for 4.3 minutes. Next one is that 10 DME mark. And the lake to the right side. I believe I'm slightly flying parallel to the right. So I might be coming directly over that lake. Let me show you here. I believe I'm slightly to the right of my track, so I might end up over this lake. And if I do, I will notice that 10 DME at 030, not 035 or 4, like it is here. Okay, engine still running good. Not great deal of visual references around here if you don't know the area. This like should be flown for 5.5 minutes. Some texture problems. Let's see. No, it's all right. And this should be the sad lake. And as I said, I'm heading straight for it. So I will amend, well, I'll keep the VFR setting like as they are. So we've decided we're gonna use runway 32 for landing at Orange Municipal. Let's see if I can get the airport diagram there somewhere. There it is. We'll be coming in from 252, or we'll be heading 252, so we are coming from 72. That means from around there. 32 has a left traffic pattern, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. That means that we'll again need to overfly the field, and this time we can do a proper teardrop entry into runway 32. So let's do that. Looking outside, I'm almost at the lake, I'm almost at a 10 DME, and I'm almost at the radial. Since I'm over the lake, I think that the radial will actually be like 30, so let's try to, or maybe 30 or 31. Timer 5.5, 5.4, we're almost there. And I will reset the timer with 5.3. 10 DME, almost on there, so yeah, looks good. And we did 5.3. Heading 256. And that should take us all the way to Orange Municipal. Orange Municipal traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, 10 miles to the east, coming in and joining left downwind runway 32, Orange Municipal. me see. After landing on 3-2, I will try to. Well, I don't believe I'll make this exit. It's too soon. So I will need to come all the way here and exit via runway 19er. And this lag should be to 5.5 minutes. So let's switch tanks. Fuel pumps go on. Tanks go back to mains for landing. Landing lights on. And let's look up that field. I'll take it to hand so I can look for lakes. Yeah. Okay. And I can start descending. Three minutes to the airport, and I need to lose some altitude. I need to use 1,500 feet. That's 3 minutes, so just about time to get going down, or to start going down. And I'll just turn this to help me orientate myself on the runway. I believe I should start picking it up. It will be there in the valley. I believe I see it. And there it is. I need to descend a little bit more, but not too much. Oh, I descended too much for... Well, okay, so I'm not going to do a teardrop entry because I set up myself for the alternate entry. No matter. I can do that. So let's slow down, or slow up. Orange Municipal traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo at 1,700 feet, overflying the field from northeast to southwest. At 1,600 feet, we'll be joining left downwind runway 32. Orange Municipal. So there's runway 32. A little bit low. Deploy first notch of flaps. Nobody in the pattern, I hope. Orange Municipal traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning left downwind, runway 32. Orange. It seems to be pretty windy. It will manage. Drop the gear and I can start descending. Okay, props go to full, mixtures full. Orange Municipal traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning left base, runway 32. Orange. And let's slow up and deploy the second notch of flaps, that's 35. Quite far from the runway, not happy about that. Okay. Orange Municipal traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning final, runway 32, full stop, orange. So there's this hill, beware of that. So I'll just do a gradual lining up with the runway. Gear is down. Very long displaced threshold. So we're landing after that. Flaps go up. Orange Municipal traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, runway 32 vacated, taxiing to parking. Orange Municipal. Okay, lean for taxi. Landing lights go off, strobe lights go off. Let's taxi here to parking. Okay, I will turn here to the ramp. Just pick some place. We have at least one more flight ahead of us. Right, parking brake set on. And first of all, let's review on the little nav map if I was able to stay outside of those airspaces. So there was class Delta, and I want every single one below. Alright, so on takeoff from Hampton, I was able to turn in time. I clipped this airspace very briefly on the downwind there, and I flew it. Yeah, I flew it too far here, so I should have started the turn sooner. But I don't believe that that would be mad at me. And I also clipped it when climbing out. Then I was able to fly there. And the entry was done like this. Yeah, a little bit farther this time I said, so I should keep within 1 nautical mile on the downwind. So I should have started the turn a little bit sooner, about here, and flown it more tightly. Alright, but not bad, not bad. Let's deliver what I can. I can drop off the bridge section bolts. That's good. And I can pick up, and it's expiring in 37 minutes, so let's hope that I can make it. I will try to do that.
It looks like you've got quite a job today. Keep your head up and your spirits high. Good luck.
37 minutes, so let's get to planning, because we don't have time to spare. Let's remove this. So at this speed, it's only 15 minutes as a burn, directly. So I'll be taking off runway 20, so that will take me here, somewhere there. Then I can aim for this. Let's fly along this. It should be fun. Will also help us to avoid this delta. From there, let's continue over Palmer. Let's keep it on our left side. Stafford Springs in there. Let's do that. And as you can see, we have quite a pickle. We need to first of all identify the correct airport. So it's not this one, it's not this one, it's this one. And the runway layout should help us out. Let's check if we have any special information on Skylark by 10 and 28. Yeah, we should bring our own tie-down ropes. That's all right. Both are left traffic, and I will check the weather at Bradley International. KBDL. The weather is okay, 055 magnetic. That means that we'll be using runway 10, and that is the runway from here. So I believe we will penetrate that class Charlie. So we'll announce also to Bradley traffic that we're flying there. Double check if we have any controller. No, or not as of now. So let's generate the navlog. Again, I'll make a picture and make some remarks. Based on the map. So basically the second user fix is lake tip. Then we have Lake End. Yes, then we have Palmer. And then we have Stafford Springs. Okay. So starting up by taking off. Oh, yeah, starting up by taking off and turning there to the lake. Good. Let's go. Verify I loaded everything up. Probably didn't. Yeah, I did. Good. Orange Municipal Traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo on the ramp, taxiing to runway 32. Orange. So let's go. It's gonna be very close. The flight time should be 19 minutes. I have 32 minutes to go. But of course, we need to keep safe, do not rush anything, so if we deliver late, then so be it. So it's just heading to that. I'll take the whole runway because there is nothing less useful than the runway behind you. So landing lights go on, strobes go on. Orange Municipal Traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, taking off runway 32, left downwind 45-degree departure. Orange. Nobody on the final. Full mixture. Reset the timer and stop it. Trim for takeoff, and let's go. Gear goes up. So once we cross 1200, we can turn left 45 degrees. Yep. Fuel pumps go off. Okay, we clear the pattern. Oscar Kilo Golf, Orange Municipal Traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. They clear the pattern, turning south. Final call, Orange. Okay, and let's turn south, or not completely south. And let's climb to 3000. There will be that tip of the lake. We should be at 3000 before reaching that. Once we clear that lake tip, we should be flying heading of 185. So I'll prepare it here. .185, and we'll start our timer there. Okay, 3000. Let's pick up some speed. And this time I believe I will hand fly it. Okay, landing lights off. And I'm almost at the speed, so let's just reduce that power for our cruise settings. Lean the mixture, done, and trim the airplane. You can see both the moon and the sun. So I'm almost at the tip of the lake. We prepare my timer button. And there we go. So starting the timer and flying along the lake, which will take us 3.5 minutes only, and then we'll turn 193. As you can see here in Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's perfectly doable to do these kind of flights without any moving map and any GPS. Just have your sectional with your route plotted, have your navigation log prepared, and I'm using SkyVector for doing that too, like for me. But I would also be able to do that just using the handheld E6B computer and doing it manually. But in this modern age, why not use tools at your disposal if you have them? And I know that I do have a GPS in this aircraft, but then again I'm practicing these skills to be able to fly without using those tools. I just save myself some time with those navigation log preparations. Prepare the next heading, which should be 193. That will be from the lake end to Palmer. 2.5 minutes only. Let's check my passengers or cargo. Cool and getting colder. Well, I like cold, so you will need to bear with me there. Okay, almost at the lake end. Not quite. Again, it should have taken me 3.5 minutes. Forgot to turn off this. It looks like it will be just that. So let's reset the timer. It was 3.5, so I'll just make the note. And then it's 2.5 to Palmer on 193 heading. That's there. Palmer is the visual reporting point, but it's a city, and as I already was saying, here in the simulator, cities are often overgrown with foliage, with trees, and it might be quite difficult to spot those from aloft. But in this case, I strongly believe that this will be a city of Palmer or somewhere along there. Let's see, it's 2.5 minutes, so pretty close. Just before the city, we should have a highway crossing from east to west. And I believe this will indeed be the Palmer city, and this to be the highway. After that, next weather heading is 190. It's almost the same. Okay, based on the time, this indeed is a city of Palmer. So heading will be 190. And I will be resetting that timer. Yeah, 2.5 minutes. What do you know? So reset timer and make a note that it took us 2.5 minutes. Nice. Almost 4 minutes to Stafford Springs. We should have a road on our left side. If this will be that one. And in case you're wondering why I'm not flying at those odd or even thousands plus 500, this rule for VFR begins at 3,000 feet AGL, so above ground. I'm currently not at 3,000 feet above ground, or just at 3,000. So I can fly whatever I want up till that altitude. Okay, we're nearing that, so I will check the altimeter setting on Bradley International, and it's 3028. It's just one less than what I already have there. So let's configure it anyway. We'll recheck the weather at Bradley International. The winds are still from 055. That means our plans do not change, and we'll use runway 10 with some left crosswinds when landing. I don't see the magnetic heading of that runway. And let's keep that heading that I assigned myself. So halfway to Palmer Springs. Sorry, correction, Stafford Springs. And when I reach that, I will need to turn 272. And I will actually need to turn. I will try to follow the road that goes from Stafford Springs, because that should take me at the position that I can join the left runway off runway 10 successfully. So looking at it, this should be Stafford Springs, and there should be a road running west from there. It is not a major highway. It is not. Hopefully I will be able to identify that. But anyway, let's call. Skylark traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo over Stafford Springs at 3,000 feet, coming in for landing, joining runway 10 left downwind. Stafford Springs, Skylark. Okay, that was a lame call. So let's turn. Let's try to find the road that we should follow. It will be about 300 heading. But a lot of trees are in the way. Oh, there it is. It's very faint. So this is the road to follow. So I'll drop down. Doesn't want to drop down. And I should have reset the timer, so I'll do that now. Normally it should take me about 2 minutes. Oh, actually 2 and then 1/7, so 4 minutes to get there. Okay, this road is very faint. I can see it, but it's very faint. So let's hope I don't lose it. Yeah, I can see some lake next to the road. Okay. And I have the airport against the sun. Nice. We'll see if I can spot it or not. I'll have myself on the map. 242 to the airport from here. Let's do that. And the runway I want to land at is 10, so let's set up that heading. And let's look for it. It should be before the river. Maybe that's it. Okay, I'll slow up. So not that much. I pulled my throttles too much back. Let's look for that field. Maybe this? Yeah, those rural airports might be difficult to spot. But it seems that that should be it. Skylark traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo joining left downwind runway 10 Skylark. Yeah, let's think that it's it. That's it. So let's join that downwind. And I descended too much. So let's drop first nitro flaps. Let's running those main two. Keep up all the Skylark. It's gonna be tough. Skylark traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo turning final, runway 10, full stop, Skylark. Okay, so... No, it's not looking good. We'll be going around. Let's not push it. So, let's go around. Gear up. Flaps up. Skylark traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo going around. We'll stay in the left traffic pattern, runway 10, Skylark. Okay, so let's climb back.
Yeah, it's only you there.
And?
Well, I'm having a long flight here. Like, I don't want to get some uniform guy, you know. I need to relax.
Skylark traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo turning left crosswind, runway 10, Skylark. I don't know if he was complaining that I should not make the calls if I'm only one there, but you should always make calls.
It was a joke, by the way. Definitely.
Skylark traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo turning left downwind, runway 10, Skylark. Lap 10. Charlie Romeo 10, Skylark. Skylark traffic, Kilo Charlie final. It's like, yeah, there's those left crosswinds, so the turns are... It's not very realistic with those trees, I believe. Flaps go up. Skylark traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo runway 10 vacated, taxiing to parking, Skylark. Alright, let's try to deliver that as soon as possible and let's see if we make it or not. 7 minutes. Great. So we made it, even with that go round. But it was really too high, and even the second approach, I don't think that those trees should be there at the end of the runway. But again, that's Microsoft for you there. All right. Great. Let's see how we did on the map. Yeah, where is that other guy? Can't even see him. Maybe there. Probably. And regarding the, yeah, of course, I not like nicked that airspace a little bit because otherwise it would be very, oh, I guess it can be done. Very tight patterns can be done. But really those trees, I don't think they should be there. Might check in the notes if there is anything. Obstructions. Runway 10. And maybe two line. 67 feet trees. Two. Okay, so those trees should be. Yeah, it should be a little bit farther off, I believe. Runway 10 project, you want the 2 trees. Yeah, hard to say. Okay, let's see. I have saved also this one, and unless I want this to expire, I believe I will still fly it today. So let's go for it. Shoe polish, okay. Money was withdrawn. Why? 7B6. Why was money withdrawn? Holdings. Staffing load. Oh my god. So I'm now paying for staffing. Loadmaster. Okay, it's Bob's Air Service. What's that about? We need to find out later. Maybe it's here in the contract. Information. Expires. Fees, profits. Doesn't look like something that I would need to do some money. Memos. Okay. Fees, no fees. Yeah, I don't know why I paid for staffing Loadmaster. No matter. So we can go, and it's 64 miles. Let's get to planning then. So it's Skylark. Was it? No, this wasn't the one. KBID. Block Island. Good. Alrighty. landmarks along the way. Let's make it easy on us. Let's do VOR here. William Tick. Interesting name. I'll make it one of the user fixes. We're taking off here. I believe that we can spot this lake, so let's make it as a initial one. Let's straighten that up. Nice. And then 30 nautical miles. Let's fly this way, and I will make a GPS here to, and I should spot this river delta into the Mexico Island Sound, Long Island Sound. Yeah, this seems correct. Altitude again, 3,000 feet. I like that altitude a lot. So let me do the navlog here. Copy it here. Splendid. Select this and delete it. This one as well. Let's do some remarks. The first one, okay, that would be the initial lake, inner lake. Then we have William Tick. Then we have the VOR. Then we have the coast, or rather, let's call it delta. Let's call it delta. Okay, I will not climb above 2,100 until I am close to the lake, not to penetrate this Charlie unnecessary. And we don't have any other airspaces that we would need permission into. So let's go flying, and this will be a final flight for today. Let me check I loaded up. I did. Skylark traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo taxiing to runway 10, Skylark. Let's go, so just right engine to help us turn. And we're taxiing to runway 10 all the way there. Yeah, departure end looks 3 as well. And I know why I had some hard time landing. So the crosswind is pretty strong. It's from 055 at 10 knots. That is according to this windsock. It looks around 10 knots. The two innermost stripes are blown up and the rest is hanging down. Okay, I'm gonna taxi here. I need to backtrack. I don't want to hit that. Skylark traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo entering runway 10, backtracking runway 10, Skylark. And strobe lights goes on, and they stayed on. Okay. This time I'm gonna use the autopilot again, and to help me, so I can look around. This flight should take about 24 minutes. The runway is 3,200 feet long. Should be good enough. Skylark traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo taking off runway 10, straight out departure. Skylark. Okay, trim. And here we go for the 4th time today. Gear up. Fuel pumps can go off. Skylark traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, leaving the pattern to the east. Skylark. Okay, let's ease up on those engines again. Let's transition to the cruise climb. I believe that light will be there, but I should see that later a little bit. So initially I'm climbing to 2,100 to try to stay under the class Charlie. There's the lake, so I will head towards that. And very soon I'll start climbing to 3,000. Landing lights can go off. Okay, I'm starting the climb to 3,000. And when at the lake, I will turn 145. Let's configure that here, 145. And fly that for 5 minutes. But of course I'm still climbing, so it might take me longer. Well, stop the timer and reset it. Okay, almost over the lake. I will start the timer when I'm above it, and that will allow me to accelerate a little bit before I do so. Okay, over the lake, starting the timer. Reducing that speed. Mixture. Leaning the mixture. Okay. And I'm gonna enable the autopilot. First of all, I need to climb, yes, and let's do the heading. The sun is going down. We should be landing, and just in 20 minutes. Sun should still be up at that point. All right. So let me check the map. No, not this one. just past this lake. We'll be flying 14 miles to William Antic. Okay, William Antic. This lake here on the map is covered by this text. It's probably this one already. Five minutes. No, it cannot be that one yet. Or it can, yeah. Actually, I will be at half a point there. So yeah, that's this lake. That means that there should be a road here. It's not very well visible. Have a little time. Let's check on the dirty level. Comfortable. Almost there. Oh yeah, and I wanted to change the tanks, so fuel pumps on. Let's change the tanks to auxiliaries and fuel pumps can go off. I'll fancy an external view. This should be the town of Willimantic. It should have taken me almost 5 minutes. I'm here a little bit sooner, but that's not a problem. Next heading will be 148 towards the VOR, and I will tune it afterwards. So I'm over the city at 4.5 minutes. Let's reset the timer. And heading, already forgot, 148. And let's tune that VOR, which is it Norwich? Yes, that's Norwich. And Norwich is 110.0. Let's tune that in. And we are just on track, as you can see. So that worked for us. You can see some haze. Let's check the weather at the destination. Perfect weather. Wind 110. And that means with that wind, just pick up random approach chart. Yeah, it's runway 10 that I'm gonna use. It's a pretty short runway considering. Okay, runway 10 there it is. Five minutes to the VOR. We already flew 2. 3 minutes are left. Looks like it's actually working fine. The true course towards that VOR is 137 plus 14. That means 151. So I should actually be tracking that. Let's try to correct that. Or it's actually not that important, is it? Let's go back. And instead I'll switch to nav mode for now. So it follows that to the VOR. And from there we will be heading 153. Magnetically the course is 156, the heading is 153. And the way how to see the course is it's 142. Here 142 plus 14, which is 156. And that's the magnetic course that I will be heading out of that VOR. The radial I will be following, and the magnetic heading will be 153, and that's due to the wind. Flying a little faster than I anticipated, so I'll just slow down a tiny bit. Must be some airport there on the right with some meter that says it's some mist there, but I cannot see that. There's a Groton, New London. No, actually not. What's there? No idea. Maybe just the evening haze. Alright, coming up on 5 minutes almost, so let's switch to the heading mode so I can turn to 153 when over the VOR. There we go. Reset timer, 5 minutes, perfect. That was spot on. And another 5 minutes should take us to that delta there on the coast. I'll change the VR course to 156 and let's change to nav mode. And let the aircraft follow this. Instead, let's have some precision for a change. On the second navigation radio, I will put the Sandy Point VOR, which is on the Block Island. The frequency is 117.8. And the course that will be following there, let's see, from here to that airport will be 140 plus 14, that's 154. So let's set 154 here. This looks like 155, and this is 154. Good. Here, most likely this, or yeah, this should be the delta. Bring up the map. Should be this river there. Five minutes to it. Yeah, a little hazy. We should circumnavigate that. And that in front of us, that's Block Island. Both runways have left turn. Runway magnetic heading is 98. And when I have flown those almost 14 miles for 5 minutes, it's gonna be 151. So I'll switch to the heading mode already. There's the airport of Westerly State. Whiskey Sierra Tango. Okay, resetting the timer at 4:45. So it took us 4.75, let's say. And it's another 5 to 6 minutes till the island, and we can already see that island. And we are smack on course here. Okay, the approach planning. It's gonna be runway 110, so to the east. That means that again we need to overfly the field, and this time I will try to make it right. Overfly the field here from the north and do the standard teardrop entry into left downwind. Configure this to 998, and that will be my runway direction. The sun is starting to set. Switch the I'll switch the DME to the second one, which will tell us the distance toward the island. Blog Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Twin Cessna. About 10 miles northwest at 3000, joining left downwind runway 10, Block Island. Should be overflying the field at 1600. So let's take it. Let's switch the tanks back to mains. Leave the fuel pumps on, landing lights go on, and let's start the descent. I want to slow up already, so let's pull the power back. Looks nice here. Block Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, overflying the field from north to south at 1600. Block Island. Okay, so I'm gonna slow up. Let's not descend that much. Okay, when overflying the field, I will reset the timer, and I want to fly for 1 minute, at least, before starting a descent. At 120 knots, that will put me 2 miles from the runway, 2 nautical miles from the runway. So let's do that. Some wind turbines there. Turbines, wind turbines. Okay, minute is almost up. So let's start the descent and turn. Turn all the way to the pattern altitude. And props can go at least to 2500 full mixtures. There's the airport. I don't see any traffic around. And there's the 45-degree angle. And there's the pattern altitude. Block Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo joining left downwind runway. Correction. Alright, correction, Block Island traffic. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo will be overflying the field again at midfield and will join the left downwind directly. Left downwind runway 10 directly. Block Island. Okay, so I made a mistake. I improperly pictured the path. And I was actually joining the wrong downwind. So overflying that again. And this time I'll join it directly because I'm already at pattern altitude. Yeah, that can happen to the best of us. Block Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning left downwind, runway 10, Block Island. Okay, first notch of flaps, landing gear down. That should slow us up. Block Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning left base, runway 10, Block Island. We are quite high, so let's slow that down, slow that up, second notch of flaps. And descend. Block Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, turning final, runway 10, full stop, Block Island. Okay, speed is alright, so just throttles to... Okay, descending too much, so add power and reduce power.
I think you could do better than that.
Yeah, I think so too. Flaps go up. Landing lights off, strobe lights off, taxi lights on. Block Island traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, runway 10 is vacated, taxiing to parking, Block Island. Okay, and where do we have the parking? Oh. Let's see. Yeah, we can go in here. Yeah, there is a parking place for us. Parking brake set. Avionics off. Taxi lights off. Kill the engine. Or the engines. And all the switches go off. Beacon light go with the battery. Let's see. Just gonna make a picture. Unload the cargo. Shoe polish again. No, it's not again. So I flew a perfect teardrop entry into the wrong downwind. There you go. One mile exactly, perfect. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching, and until next time.